Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Stack Sats Show, your beginner-friendly guide to saving in Bitcoin. What up? Welcome, everybody. I see Paul in the house. What up, Paul? Round of applause from the live studio audience for Paul. Gee. Garrett in the house. What's up, Garrett? Welcome to the stream. Boys, the price of Bitcoin is going wild, but it has nothing to do with Bitcoin, okay? Just chill out. Take a deep breath and don't freak out, okay? What's the title of today's episode? Bitcoin Mayday. Mayday. Hola, Carlos. What up? Round of applause from the live studio audience for Carlos. Do me a favor, guys. Hit that like button on the way in so that YouTube promotes the stream. Okay, so today, Bitcoin is doing its thing, you know. The markets are going crazy. You know, the Fed decided to keep the interest rates high until we hit 2% inflation. They're telling you that they're going to keep the interest rates high until we get 2% inflation. So they're gonna make sure that everybody's unemployed. So let me tell you how it works. They raise the interest rate to control inflation because they say that if people are able to spend more, they're creating inflation. But that's not the real cause of inflation. The cause of inflation is their money printing. Okay, but they're trying to blame the people that work and buy things for the inflation, and that's not how it works. So they raise the interest rate so that inflation would go down, but while the interest rate is up, they're still printing the dollar into oblivion, and banks continue to issue debt, but just not issue debt to you and me, the regular people with regular jobs. They issue debt to big corporations that have cash flows that they can prove, and so they're still creating money both by issuing debt to large institutions and by spending money they don't have, like with aid packages and odd stuff, right? Again, not to get political, doesn't matter what political side you lean towards, they're both going to spend the money, okay? And so today we all got together and everybody watched and listened to this old dude, Jerome Powell, tell us about his meeting with a bunch of other old dudes that run the money system, that get to decide without any accountability. Nobody voted for these people, right? Jerome Powell is appointed, right? But the Federal Reserve is not even a federal institution, and there's no money in it. There's no reserve. Okay, so it doesn't have a reserve, and it's not a federal thing. It's a private institution. Okay, so they get to decide how much it costs to borrow money, and that's what they came out with today. People were expecting the interest rate to go down because it's been high for so long, and so the market was kind of adjusted for the announcement today to be that they were going to start to lower interest rates, or maybe even, right? But they decided that the inflation is still too high. They want it to be 2%. They're saying it's about 4 or 5, right? But we know the real rate of inflation is closer to 10 or 11, right? So they want to raise the interest rate, keep the interest rate high so that, again, it lowers the inflation according to them, right? But, yeah, it's just wild. So Hard Huddle in the house. What up, dude? Welcome to the stream. Also, Leonard. What up, Leonard? It costs $20 million for 9 of those meetings. Dang, dude. That's a lot of money. Anyway, so right now, even though it looks like Bitcoin is having a hard time and it's like, quote-unquote, crashing or it's having a dip, every asset across the board is having a dip, okay? The dip is happening here because, like I told you guys yesterday, there's people that hold Bitcoin that are not in Bitcoin for what Bitcoin is. They're in Bitcoin as just another way to diversify their portfolio, right? And what's happening is sometimes there's a sell-off and they sell off and it affects the price, right? But here's the thing. If we're seeing them say that inflation is out of control, or not out of control, but getting out of control, to the point where they have to change their predicted cuts to interest rate, right? They previously said they were going to have 3 cuts to interest rate in 2024. Okay, right? Today's May 1st. We're 5 months in. When are the interest rate cuts going to happen? And if they are going to happen, how are we going to put in 3 interest rate cuts in the next 7 months before the end of 2024? Right? It's not going to happen because increasing the interest rate, increasing the cost of borrowing, doesn't lower inflation if you keep printing money and spending money, right? And even if we were to stop now with any future aid to any other countries or any more spending that we need to do, like if we stop paying Social Security, if we stop paying everything that the government has to spend money on, the interest of our loan is more than our GDP, right? It's more than the revenue that they're collecting from taxes and stuff, right? So we can't even pay our debt. We can't even pay the interest on the debt, right? Let alone the other responsibilities that we have to pay for, like Social Security and military and that kind of stuff, right? So seeing that and understanding how Bitcoin works and how Bitcoin is a hedge against that, you know, when you're seeing dips like this, instead of getting scared, you should be like, dang, all right, it's time to go in. Okay. So let's see. We had a dip down to 56,000. No, 56.5. Yeah, 56,500 was the hardest dip we had this morning. We'll see. If Bitcoin keeps going down, whatever. If Bitcoin keeps going up, whatever. Doesn't matter to me, because even if they lower the interest rate or raise the interest rate, the next block is always going to continue to be printed, right? Carlos says, according to the latest StackSats show meeting, the council has decided to keep stacking so that we don't slack. Oh my gosh, that's good. That's awesome. Yeah, that's right. The Stack Council has had its meeting, and I met with the board, and I was sent out here to the podium to announce that officially, according to the latest StackSats show meeting, the council has decided to keep stacking so that we don't slack. Let's go. That's so good. Oh my gosh, that's so good. All right, we're on the same page. I didn't even feel the earthquake that was 15 minutes ago. Nah, I didn't feel it, dude. I didn't feel it at all. I've been doing lots of gardening of all things, guys. It's a one thing I can do with one hand that doesn't get too frustrated. Doesn't get me too frustrated. All right, let's just jump into the main part of the show now. Let's look into the Sat Strength. All right, today the price of Bitcoin is $57,406.13. You can buy 1,741 Satoshis for a single penny. What a deal. What the heck is a Satoshi? A Satoshi is a fraction of a Bitcoin. Just like a dollar is made up of 100 cents, a Bitcoin is made up of 100 million Satoshis. So you don't have to buy a whole Bitcoin at 57,000 all at once. You can buy it in fractions. Okay? If you're walking down the street minding your own business, you look down, you see a penny, you pick it up, and all the day you'll have good luck. And 17.4 Satoshis, not bad. Not bad. We've been looking at 15, 16 Satoshis per penny. What up, Garrett? Welcome to the stream. Thanks for tuning in. Round of applause from the live studio audience for Garrett. Oh, wait, I got him already. Sorry, Garrett. All right. I've been stacking like a maniac, guys. And I'm just kind of waiting for some of my stuff on OfferUp to sell so I can stack a little extra on this dip. I'm at the brink. I've stacked as hard as I can stack. But there's stuff I can sell still, so I'm selling my junk, buying some sats. Okay? So that is a Sat Strength today. Let's jump into the why we stack segment, boys. Why we stack. We save in Bitcoin because saving in Bitcoin is like giving yourself a continuous retroactive raise for the hours you've already worked. for as long as you can hold that Bitcoin that represents those hours you've worked. Okay? So it's like going back in time and working overtime. And that 1 hour of overtime keeps getting a raise. Keep going back in time, paying yourself more and more for that hour you already worked. Okay? And you don't have to do anything else but hold it. You don't have to go do anything else. You don't have to watch the charts. You don't have to learn how to flip real estate. You don't have to learn how to flip cars. You don't even have to learn how to flip burgers, because you already know how to do it. Because you flip burgers and you stack them sats, and you are now just watching the value go up, right? You can continue to do other things to make yourself a better person, to make yourself more valuable to society, to learn the skills it's going to take to earn Satoshis straight up when the dollar crashes and you have to work and prove that you can do something that is going to make other people that have Bitcoin part with their Satoshis in exchange for your service or good. Then you know you're good to go. Our huddle says flip burgers, stack sats all day. All day. All day. But yeah, that's pretty much what we stack, because we know what's happening. We can see it. It's not rocket science. It's not something we're too dumb to be able to comprehend. We can comprehend it just fine. Okay? We see that the government's debt is going up, right? At about $1 trillion. It's almost to $35 trillion, the debt, right? And as that debt increases, that means that those dollars have to come into existence. And as those dollars come into existence, they expand the money supply. And as the money supply expands, each dollar in that money supply is worth less, because it represents a smaller percentage of the whole pie. As that percentage decreases, the value of the dollars you're holding is also decreasing, so they can leech some of that purchasing power away from you and pay for their debt and pay for the things that they've spent on without your permission, without taking it to a vote. That's how it works. What up, McLovin in the house? Welcome to the stream. McLovin says, "Hey Roman, it's like a rocket anyway." Yep, that's exactly, dude. Exactly like the. Oh, hey Paul, thanks Paul. That's awesome. All right, so that is why we stack. You know, because it's obvious at this point. And so now there's only one thing left to do, and that is check out our current stack for the show during the Stack Recap. Stack Recap, brought to you by... Just kidding. You thought we had a sponsor, huh? Yeah, brought to you by BitcoinersCloset.com, the place where you can buy this hat, this sweater, and the world famous Stack Against the Machine t-shirt that I don't have on, but I would show you if I did. Okay? Huddle on. Now let's get back to the next segment. Stack Sats, Stack Recap. Do I have a shop link in here? Let's see. I should. All right, so we are down to, or up still, 11% on our holdings for 2024. If you've been stacking with us since the beginning of the year, don't worry. We're still in gains. We're still in profits. So the thesis still holds true. If you've been saving with us since the beginning of the show back in May, we're almost going to be reaching a year of savings in Bitcoin, a year of DCAing, Monday through Friday. Bam, bam, bam. Keep buying Bitcoin. We're still up about 48%, 48.9%. Which is not bad. Even with this recent dip this past month, Bitcoin is still returning better profits, better returns than any other asset you could be holding. It just says right there, you can't. There it is. That's the number, right? And it's not even a year away yet. Okay, where we are possibly failing right now is on our 100 stacks challenge. We currently are 15% down on our 100 stacks challenge. What are we gonna do? Let's sell it before it goes to zero, boys. Just kidding. we're going to hang on to it because even though right now it looks like we're down minus 14%, this is an unrealized loss. We have not sold the Satoshis, and we still, even though it says that it's worth less, the number of Satoshis has not gone down. As much as this number might go down, and this number, the number of sats is the same. We still have 5.1 million Satoshis, and I'll take 5.1 million Satoshis over $3,464 any day, okay? Because Satoshis are forever and never to be debased, and dollars will continue to be debased until they're worth nothing, and we move on to the next monetary system, the next fiat monetary system, okay? I experienced a mudslide once. I ate too much. Don't read comments out loud until you read them first in your mind. I was referring to national. That's so funny, dude. It's so funny. All right. We have a joke with the kids about going to Taco Bell. They love Taco Bell. Yeah, it's so funny. All right, so that is a stack recap. And now that we know what the situation is, let's look at that. Oh yeah, our average buy price in 2024. Let's see. Our average buy price in 2024 is $56,625, and the price of Bitcoin today is $57,277. We're close. Are we close enough to just do a double buy, guys? Should we do a little double stack today? Let me know in the chat. Double stack today or regular stack? Yeah, we're close enough to buying at our average. What do you guys think? Double stack or no double stack? Put it in the chat. Type it in, double stack or no double stack. While you guys do that, I'll intro the segment that's next, and you know what it is. Now that we know how much Bitcoin we need to buy, there's only one thing left to do, and that is it's time to stack some sats. No double stack today, says Peter. Okay, Paul. Okay. No double stack today. The rule is if the average buy price is below, if the price of Bitcoin is below our average buy price, we do a double stack. Today it's not, but it's pretty damn close. So Paul says we just do a regular single stack, $20 today. What do you guys think? Should we do a vote? Let's do a vote. Start a poll. DCA. Single or double? All right, this is that we don't have to say out loud. There we go. The poll is up. Double stack the dip. NFA, not. What's NFA stand for? I experienced okay. Sorry about that. Yeah, it's not. What's been the price? I don't even think it's ever hit the. Wow, it has hit. No, it hasn't. No, it has. It did hit 56,500 earlier today. Well, this morning. But even still. All right, here we go. Single. Looks like a single stack. I like it. The rules are the rules. I got a little happy there. You know, I got a little happy. Want to do a little extra stacking, but it makes sense. Those are the rules. Okay, so we're gonna do a single stack for the DCA stack. Here we go. Did I already introduce the segment? I did, right? All right, let me get this buy ready. Get this buy queued up because we're buying $20 worth of Bitcoin at 57,000. Jeez Louise. Here it is. There it is. Get this browser going. Get my preview for my notes. Slide it up. Here we go. We're buying $20 worth of Bitcoin right now. Carlos says the council has decided single stack today. Let's go. I like this. I like the StackSat Show Council. The StackSat Show Council has decided that we must continue to stack. In avoidance of the slack. That's so good. That's so good, dude. Oh my gosh. All right. There it is. Just like that, today we're able to purchase an additional 343 Satoshis because we didn't have to pay any fees with Swan. And so once we stack, we chill with some sweet, sweet background music. Let me make a note of these purchases here. Today is episode 210. Wow. Episode 210. Thanks for all the support, gentlemen. We are making our way. We had, you know what, guys? It's kind of a big deal that we have 7 concurrent subscribers, 7 concurrent viewers today. You know, if you're watching and you haven't said hi if you haven't said hi ever and you're watching, subscribe and just say hello, guys. I'm here to help you. If you have any questions, I'm sure that someone else might have a similar question, but they're afraid to ask. So if you ask, it wouldn't only be helping you, you'd be helping the person with a similar question. So ask your questions if you have questions. If I don't know the answer to your question, I'm not going to BS you. I'm going to tell you straight up, you got me. I don't understand how that works. I need to do the research. I'm going to go look that up so that I'm able to explain it to you, because if I can explain it to you, I can explain it to my family members. I can explain it to my friends. I can explain it to whoever I'm trying to orange pill, right? And this is, for me, a big training to be able to explain Bitcoin to somebody in a way that they'll understand why it's so valuable, right? Why it makes more sense to hold Bitcoin than it does to hold dollars. Why you should only hold as many dollars as you're okay with being debased on. It shouldn't be only buy 1% Bitcoin, only buy as much Bitcoin as you feel comfortable losing money on. No, it should be only hold as much dollars as you feel comfortable getting debased on. That's real right there. Okay, that's what it should be. All right. That said, the next poll coming up is the 100 stacks. The 100 stacks challenge. Are we doing the $13 buy today? Or are we doing the 13 or 58? Say a 30? Just say a 30? Yeah, 58. 58. All right. The poll is up. Let me know what you guys think. If today we should be buying the $13 line or the $58 line. Okay. We have a lot of ground to make up. Okay. We bought a lot of our buys were like in the 70s. Right? But it's okay. We're going hard. We're going all the way. There's some buys into the yesterday was a buy in the 50s. Okay. All right. 60s, 60s, 60s. There it is. 60s. Not bad. Not bad. Okay. Overall, we should be. Our average is pretty good, I think. Okay. Your future self is gonna be mad at you for not stacking harder. I know. That's so true. Carlos says the time slot change was good overall, in my opinion. I think so too. Yeah, I think so too, Carlos. No judging here. We're all here to help each other. It's what the community. It's what this community does. I agree 100%, McLovin. You know, and I do like the sentiment of the community, guys. Like, there's so many really good content creators out there for like making YouTube stuff, making videos for like Bitcoin. I still love Simply Bitcoin, Pleb Underground, they're good too. Bitcoin University, Matthew Crowder, that guy's freaking genius. Even the Swan channel has a really great recaps. Like every day they do like a 10-15 minute video, and it's just like data. It's good. And then also Luke Broyles is really good too. I like him. I like the way he breaks things down. He gets super nerdy, and I'm down with that kind of stuff. British Hodl's not putting out as much stuff as he used to, but he's still pretty good. Every once in a while, he'll jump on there and tell you to do stack sats and get to 1 Bitcoin, which is a really good plan. All right, so let's wrap up this community this StackSats show. Console vote has concluded, and the console has decided to buy the $58 line for the 100 stacks challenge. Boom, just like that. Okay. The Swan Daily is a good show. Yeah, I emailed him last week, and indeed he replied, "Oh, that's cool. That's cool, Carlos. That's cool." All right. So now we know that we're buying a little more. 58 it is. Let me prep this, guys. Get this buy going. Set it up. Queue it up. Lock it in. All right, it's locked. It's loaded up. There it is. Loaded up. I'm about to lock it in. We still have $8,170 worth of purchases with 0 fees. We're eating into that 10,000 pretty good, guys. Okay. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Jump the jam. It's about to happen. Buying the $58 line for the 100 stacks challenge in 3, 2, 1. Locked and loaded. I think it's Dante is his name, right? Dante Cook is on that, is running Swan Daily. Yeah, it's good. I like that. I like him. And just like that, Bitcoin has been purchased. Excuse me. Did I take a screenshot? I hope I did. Yeah, I did. 58. Dang, all of our lines are like. While that's going, let me I'm gonna update the sheet. So we got 58. Today's 5/1/24. We bought at 58,073. Dang, that's a nice buy right there. Dang, cheap sats all day. Over 100,000. Oh, almost over 100,000 satoshis. See, 0.000. Dang, so close. 99875. So 99,875 additional satoshis have been stacked for the 100 stacks challenge. The current total is 5.7 million satoshis. Okay, pretty wild. If you want to get a copy of this, just type in !stacks into the !100 stacks into the chat, and you get a template to also be able to run this. There you go, this one. Bam. And then you hit use template over here by my face. Press the use template button up there, and you can clone this template, change the data, and you can have your own tracking sheet. Okay. Since we're here anyway, let's put the information from actually this sheet. I might need to update the sheet more. Okay, I'll update this sheet. I'll get this sheet caught up because I'm behind more than a couple of days now. I'll get this sheet caught up, and we'll review it tomorrow. Okay, but I'll try to do that today or tonight. All right, so that is exactly what we showed up here to do. Stack sats all day. If you're new here, thanks for showing up. Do me a favor, hit that subscribe button right there. Little Bitcoin guy telling you to hit subscribe, right? Hit that bell notification so you get an alert when we go live. We go live Monday through Friday. It's 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 5 p.m. Eastern. Catching you on the drive home, updating you on a little Bitcoin, giving you a little Bitcoin signal, keep you pumped. Okay, look at that. See, we bought Bitcoin and Bitcoin started coming back up again, just like that. Okay, so we buy Bitcoin, we hodl Bitcoin, nothing else, only Bitcoin. Hodl Bitcoin. We study Bitcoin, right? And before we go, is there anybody in the chat that has not been added to the cast? Does anybody want to sign my cast in the chat right now? If you're in the chat and you want to sign my cast, and you haven't signed it yet, let me know. I'll write your name on it. Yo, you want to sign my cast? When I was a kid, I was low-key jealous of my friend that broke his arm because he had a cast. And well, I don't think he broke his hand. He broke his wrist. So his cast was different. His cast just looked like it was stabilizing his wrist, and he could move all his fingers around and his thumb. So it looked just like he just had like basically a freaking armor. You know, he had some armor on his forearm. And I was like, damn, that's cool. And all of us signed it, you know. And I was like, man, one day when I get a cast, I'm gonna get all my friends to sign it. And now it's finally my dreams came true. It only took 43 years. Oh my gosh. Speak up, it's history. You'll be forever immortalized on Roman's cast. Right. When this cast is done, when this cast comes off, I'm gonna ask him to cut it from here, this way, and this way, so I can keep this part and this part. I'm gonna put it on the wall back there. It'll be part of the wall. Okay. I know casts suck. Yeah, it's gonna stink. So I'll figure something out. Maybe I'll once it's off, I'll soak the cotton inside with like resin and make it just extra hard so it doesn't stink, and I can just wipe it. Yeah, I'm framing that thing exactly. And hopefully that's my last one. Okay. I got the 4 stripes in jiu-jitsu, so every time I get a stripe, something breaks. My rib broke, my finger broke. I think I bruised another rib, and then I got my 4th stripe and I broke my hand. So hopefully I won't have to keep paying that price for just stripes. And the next promotion will be a blue belt, which would be amazing. We'll talk about that on a different day. For now, thanks for tuning in. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode of the Stack Sats Show. I'll see you guys tomorrow. But until then, remember, if you ain't stacking, you're slacking. Later, guys.